Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of Makoti, Are You the One? Now guys, we know the previous episode, Bridget left her in-laws' house saying ukuthi she is going to her family uyovakasha because she needed to clear her air after let drama that Temba catching Utemba with another woman. Now indeed she does go home guys, and I don't get it because when she gets home she tells them the situation. She tells her mother, her aunt and her sister the situation. Yoguti, I caught Utemba Pela with another woman. The mother's like, Aibo, Amazulu are not people. Those people are not, they're not people. And I was laughing because I was just like, could it be that Bridget's mother once dated a Zulu? Because the way she's against Amazulu and this whole polygamy issue. But anyway, she said, Ukutai Bridget, it's your decision. Tina, I guess, is aksopoda. What the anyway sigeli lugutu umshato lento and inzima. Bridget then says, hey, as much as this thing is hard and it hurts me, kodwa ngizohlala, ngizosivuma isithembu. And I'm just like, okay, so if you already made up your mind, Uguti, you're going to accept isithembu, why are you at your parents' house? And this is what I was saying in my previous review, guys. You can't have the mentality Uguti, you want to marry a guy and you know Uguti your guy unjani. Because Bridget says there was never not a time where Utemba was not cheating. And then you want to go home every time when there's issues or whenever you guys are having a fight, you wanna call your family into it. No, Bridget's gonna have to grow up from that thing. She knows Uguti her guy is like this, then she needs to make sure Uguti she must stay with that man there and stop lento yo Uguti uvagasha almost every time or every time when there's issues. Yeah, vagasha there and there, but I not skanje Bridget. So while Bridget is home, she gets a phone call from umama zala wakhe asking her, Nana phela angithi uhambela uthi uyovakasha ubuya nini? Bridget then says, no, ngibuya namhlanje, I'm coming back today. And they end up agreeing ukuthi Bridget must come back with her parents. Guys, when Bridget's mother comes, she is not happy and she is blaming umama zala Bridget, saying ukuthi, when you saw the situation, why did you not call me? I did not get that because I'm like, as a mama zala, why would I want to why would I want to call you when these kids are fighting? The first thing that I would want to do is resolve the issue. The only time I'm gonna call you is when I feel ukuthi izinto azilungiseki. So I can't be calling you and then yini umsebenzi wami, because umsebenzi wami lana is to make sure that your daughter is okay and comfortable and etc. But anyway, Bridget's mother was not happy and she felt like umama zalaga Bridget is enabling the situation that they are talking for Utemba, and all umama zalaga Bridget could say beno tata zala wakhe, the only thing they could say is that sikhulumile no Bridget, and we thought ukuthi we had agreed. And I agree guys, I thought ukuthi that was it. They did sit down with Bridget and speak to her. But anyway, Bridget, she continued to do things her way. I honestly feel Bridget and Temba must stop playing with their families. I don't know if this couple is even ready to settle down, you guys, because the way they do things, I'm just like, it feels like it's teenagers who are angazi, but I feel like they're unnecessarily involving their families in stuff that I feel like they should have sorted out or spoke about long before they even decided ukuthi they want to pay lobola for each other. Anyway, next scene, we see Upala, you guys. Upala has his friend visiting over, and he's there to tell his friend ukuthi phela uZizo went to Ukotiza by my mother's house. The friend, guys, this friend, Kapala, is the type of friend that you don't want to speak at your wedding because listen, also keep my file. Because when he had a small diary session there, he said, I don't think Upala is ready for marriage because Upala is the type of guy when we go out, he wants to make sure Uguti gets a girl for himself. Now, even the conversation that they were having, the guy was like, don't you have side chicks or something like that? And Upala's like, I've eliminated some and I will continue to do so. But clearly, guys, Upala disappointed because I don't expect that from him. In all honesty, out of the many guys on this show, Pala was one of my favorites. But this conversation that he had with his friend For me, it's just giving vibes, yo, which Upola wants a wife, but he's not willing to let go of the lifestyle that he is living. Because even the mother said, I'm not sure Upola is ready to get married. So your friend can't say that, and your mother still saying that. I just feel like he just wants the title and the honor that comes with being married, but it doesn't look like he is willing to let go of indlela zakhe. Next scene, Tamara decides to have a conversation with umamazala wakhe and umalume. And she is kind of soft launching le idea yengane. Phela uTamara at this point, she might be pregnant and she's not sure. But anyway, she goes to umamazala wakhe and umalume and she says, listen, I'm sure you guys knew ukuthi there was a time where I was pregnant, but I lost ingane. And Mama Zala, I could not come to you and explain the situation to you because of our relationship and Tontoni. And then Tamara's Mama Zala goes on to say, ukuthi, that's because we're not close enough, and that's why you didn't have that platform to come to me. Tamara decides to keep her file in her diary session and says, ukuthi, hayibo, lo Mama Zala unjani? When it comes to such things, she's saying we were not close enough. But when she did not have bread in the house for her children, she accepted my money. When she wanted to support when she wanted to support her drinking habits, she accepted my money. So Utamara's basically saying, this thing is selective, and I agree with Utamara. So Tamara's saying, when it comes to Maliam, you gladly accept money from a person that you don't know well. But when it comes to isn't as serious, all of a sudden you want to bring in Uguti, we don't know each other well and don't. But Tamara's trying to prove a point, Yoguti. If I have a child in this family, my child will not be treated the same. Tamara's trying to say, Uguti, I want to have the platform, or at least I want to know, Uguti, if this child comes here, Uguti, I'll be free to even bring the child. Uguti, babysitter Mamazala. Mamazala ends up saying, all I'm saying was, Uguti, when I want to go out for drinks, I'm going to do that. When I'm since you seem as if you're accepting the situation, when you are going to be the one who's going to babysit that child. Obviously, Tamara is hurt about that, but I'm just like, Tamara knows the truth about this family. And I just feel like Tamara is trying so hard, and I don't know if she's going to reap the fruits of what she is bearing or planting at the moment. But also as well, later on, remember Ubibo, it is her birthday. Tamara did organize a birthday party, which, by the way, she did not get a thank you from anyone for organizing the birthday party. But anyway, the birthday party was cute and whatnot. Then Tamara decides to call out her Tamara's 2 children were there, guys. And the way those children were so respectful. Another thing that Mazala brings up, Uti, Yena, she is not sure Uti, Tamara's going to be a good mother. Because out of the children that Tamara has, which child has Tamara raised on her own? So I'm just like, when I saw Tamara's children and the way they're so respectful, now I'm thinking back to the words Gama Mazad. Do you really think you're the right person to be questioning Tamara's parenting skills versus yours, looking at how disrespectful your daughters are? But anyway, Tamara at the party, she decides to take Ipileng aside and her daughter aside. They are both 16 years old, and Tamara wants them to be some sort of besties. I don't think Tamara should have done that, because I felt like she was forcing a relationship, which Tamara's daughter also said in her diary session. She said, I know my mom is coming from a good place. The intentions are good. But I kind of felt like she should have let the relationship to progress naturally on its own than doing what she was doing. But Tamara tells them that, listen, I need you guys to get along, to treat one another as sisters, as best friends. When the other one has a problem, you go to the other one, and all of that. I don't want you guys to not get along, because you guys are going to bring stress to me and Usiti's relationship. Let's hug. Ipileng in her diary session, she's like, Tamara speaking nonsense. Tina singena piku relationship yabo beno city. I'm like, the way this child is disrespectful, her and her mother cut from the same cloth, my dear. Anyway, and then we see a scene where Umalume decides to take out Usiti to speak with him outside. But as Umalume is trying to have a conversation with him, Umama Asiti comes out and decides to have a conversation with him. And the way, guys, Usiti says something. He says the reason why he did not tell his mother about this miscarriage situation, Tamara, and rather told umalume wakhe is because his mother's strict. I'm like, ayikho into enjalo, guys. Obu-strict bungenaphi in a situation that is so sensitive. Whether people are married or not, guys, losing a child is a serious situation. So I don't feel like it has nothing to do with strictness. I just feel like it's his mother is unreasonable. His mother does not respect him. And I feel sorry for Usiti, honestly, and the children in this situation, because I feel like this situation is so toxic. Even Umama Zalara tomorrow, she was drunk there at that birthday party, busy talking there, and she was drunk. Anyway, Unokuzana City makes it clear, listen, I've got intentions of marrying Tamara. The mother then says, it's fine, you can go marry Tamara, but do you know, Lengane, my grandchild, that's in Taula, you are not done with it. So how are you going to marry Tamara, whereas in Taula, you're not done with it? Like, stick to one thing. I just kind of felt like any excuse this woman can bring to make sure that her son doesn't marry Tamara, she's gonna bring it. Because it's one issue after another. It's Tamara's not a good enough woman. Like, I'm just like, you see this woman the day her son walks out of her life and never wants to speak to her, she's going to blame Tamara. But the way she doesn't respect her son, she doesn't, the way she was being so sarcastic about the whole thing. And the son was just saying to her, Ma, give me space to live my life. But she was just being, I don't know, somehow about it. Yeah, she needs to change her ways. Anyway, guys, let's park it right there because that's where the episode actually ends. You tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.